These are easy breakfast muffins that I prep all the time for meal prep. Normally I would do them with like turkey bacon or chicken sausage. In this case today, I was trying to utilize some Sriracha chicken jerky and another beef jerky that I had that were too high in salt and too tough. So here I'm soaking them in hot water, and I'm going to use that in place of any bacon or sausage, but you could use any breakfast meat that you like, or of course you can make them vegetarian. That's totally up to you. After soaking the meat, I just strained it, so that got rid of some of the excess salt, and that helped re-moisturize the meat so it's not so tough. Then I have some cheese out, a bag of frozen chopped kale that I'm going to steam in the bag and put it through the strainer to press out any excess liquid, and some chopped tomato. I'm going to throw the kale and tomato in the bowl with the meat. I'm just going to mix this all together. This is just the full bag of the steamed kale. One chopped tomato. I think I had actually half a tomato, but I would have probably used a whole one, but I had already used a little bit on my breakfast this morning. And I have the jerky. I'm going to go ahead and start putting these right into the muffin cups instead of mixing the cheese into the mixture yet, just because I don't want the cheese to melt. The kale is still pretty warm, so that warm kale would melt the cheese, and that would be harder to scoop out the portions. And I want these to be mostly vegetable, so I'm going to just fill these cups and then add a little bit of cheese on top before I pour in the egg mixture. Also don't want to crack the eggs right into this hot mixture either, so that the hot kale doesn't cook the eggs, but I'm just going to put my little bit of cheese in each cup and then mix the egg mixture separately. This is 6 eggs with about half a cup of almond milk, just to make it a little bit more liquidy and easier to pour. And you can use whatever seasonings you like in here. I personally am not adding any salt because the whole purpose of me making these with the jerky was to tone down the saltiness of the jerky, and so they're already going to be salty enough, plus with the cheese in there that's going to add salt too. So I only put in basil and onion powder and black pepper, but you can use any flavors you like. Just whisk until it's liquidy enough to pour, and pour into 12 equal muffin sections. Keep in mind that the egg portion will puff up and rise up, so you don't want to fill the cup all the way right away so it doesn't overflow. Now these have been in the oven for 20 minutes at 400 degrees, so I'm going to take a peek in here, and they look pretty good. The cheese is browned and the egg is set, so it looks like it's cooked all the way through. I personally love my cheese to be really brown and bubbly, so I may leave it just 2 minutes longer. And here they are. They're looking beautiful, and they do tend to kind of collapse a little bit after they start to cool down, so don't worry if they sink in. You didn't do anything wrong. That's just the nature of the eggs. But here is one. I'm going to just cut into it and show you the inside. It's mostly vegetable. You just want to use just enough egg to hold everything together. You don't want it to be super eggy, or at least, to keep it a healthier option. And this way it's a light snack, or you can have a few of them if you're having them as your breakfast. They're actually less than 100 calories each. They're 93 calories, so you could have 3 or 4, just depending if you're having it for your meal, or if you just wanted to grab one of these as a little light, less than 100 calorie snack.